Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get latest notifications.
Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As we have already started our chapter, Simple Interest, and in our previous video, I explained you some terms related to the topic. And the terms was what is principal, what is interest, what is amount, what is time, what is rate, and finally we discussed about the simple interest. And we already do some questions related to the exercise. In that exercise, we did question number 1 part first, question number 2 part first, and question number 3 part first. Now we are moving towards the question number 4. In question number 4, it's saying that find the sum. We have to find out the principal in the equation because it is asking for the sum. Sum means principal. And on which the interest is equal. In this question, the interest is given. The interest is 5,700 and time is given, that is equal to 3 years. Also, the rate of interest is given, that is equal to 4% per annum. Now, question is asking to find out the principal, or we can say the sum. In your previous video, I showed you some examples, some formulas related to how to find out the principal. To find out the principal, the 3 things should be given: interest, rate, and time. And we can see here, everything is given. Now we have to calculate how to find out the sum. So what is given in the questions? Our interest is given, which is equivalent to 5,700. Okay. Time is given, which is equivalent to, as per the question, 3 years. Again, here we can see rate is also given. That is equivalent to 4% per annum. Now question is asking for the principal. So to find out the principal, what formula is 100 is to be multiplied with simple interest upon rate into time. Our simple interest is given 5,700, our time is given 3 years, our rate of interest is given 4% per annum. Now applying these figures in the formula, and you will get the answer. 100 multiplied by 5,700 upon rate, which is equivalent to 4, multiplied by time, which is equivalent to 3. Now what we are going to do, we are just doing the calculation. After cancellating, we will get the answer. 4 1 425, 3 1 3 1 3 9 27, 0. Now 25 when multiplied by 1,900, you will get the answer, which is equivalent to 25 multiplied by 1900. After calculating, we will get the answer, which is equivalent to 47,500. Means our sum, or we can say our principal, is equivalent to 47,500, which is a requirement of the equation. So hence, the principal is equivalent to, or the sum is equivalent to rupees 47,500. So the question was asking for the principal, and we get the principal, which is equivalent, or the sum, which is equivalent to 47,500. So this is the answer of this question. Take the snapshot. We are going to do the next question. Move on to the question number 5. In question number 5, it is saying that in what time will the interest on 6,000 becomes 1,200 at the rate of 5% per annum? Now in this question, it's asking for the time. Our principal is given, our interest is given, and our rate is given. Now we need to find out the time. Now to find out the time, we have the formula. Simple interest multiplied by 100 or multiple 100 with the simple interest, and principal is to be multiplied by with time. After putting figures on this formula, you will get your answer easily. So everything is given. Or simple interest is given, or rate is given, or principal is given. Now we have to find out the time. This is question number 5, part number first. Exercise 5, question number 5, part number first. Or simple interest is given. Or principal is also given, which is equivalent to P is equivalent to 6,000. Okay. Now our simple interest is also mentioned in the question, which is equivalent to rupees 1200. And our rate is given, which is equivalent to 5% per annum. Now question is asking for the time. To calculate time, our formula will be equivalent to, therefore time is equivalent to, again 100 multiplied by simple interest. Now we have to find out the time, so we just change here, principal is to be multiplied with rate of interest, so which is equivalent to 100 multiplied by simple interest, which is given, that is equivalent to 1200 upon principal, which is equivalent to 6,000 multiplied by, and rate is equivalent to 5. After cancellating here, these two zeros, this one, 5 1 are 5, 5 2 are 10, and we get 2, 5 4 are 20. Now 6 1 are 6, 6 4 are 24, which is equivalent to 4 years. Here our time is equivalent to 4 years. Means after 4 years we have to pay 1200 simple interest, 6,000 over principal. Of both when added with each other, you have to pay such amount. So hence time is equivalent to 4 years. Clear? So this is the solution of question number 5, part number first. More on the next question. I'm showing you the some parts of the question. You are supposed to do the rest of the parts by yourself. In question number 6, now it's asking for find the rate of the simple interest. Now in this question we have to find out the rate of interest. To find out the rate of interest, things should be given like principal or interest and over time. And when we check all the three, our interest is given, that is equivalent to 600, or interest principal is given, which is equivalent to 4,000, and our time is given, which is equivalent to 3 years. Now question is asking for the rate, to find out the rate of interest. So here the things which are given are question number 6, part number first. Our principal is given, which is equivalent to 4,000. Our simple interest, which is equivalent to 600, and our rate, which we have to find out. Before it, our time is given, that is equivalent to 3 years. Now question is asking for the rate of interest. So therefore rate of interest is equivalent to, again, 100 multiplied by simple interest, and time is to be multiplied with principal. The formula is 100 is to be multiplied with simple interest upon P is to be multiplied by time. Everything is given, simple interest is given, principal is given, time is given. Now we have to calculate to find out our rate of interest. which is equivalent to 100 multiplied by simple interest, which is equivalent to 600, upon principal, which is equivalent to 4000, multiplied by time, which is equivalent to 3 years. So you cancellate these three, this one, 3 1 are 3, 3 2 are 6, 3 0 are 0, 4 1 are 4, 4 5 are 20. After cancellating these things, we get 5% per annum. So our rate of interest is equal to 5% per annum, which is the requirement of the question. Hence, the rate of interest is equivalent to 5% per annum. This was the solution of question number 6. Take the snapshot of this question. We are moving towards the question number 7. Now here we are doing the alternative parts. Question number 7, question number 9, and finally we will do question number 11. In question number 7, it's asking for a farmer takes a loan of rupees 8,400. We have a farmer. Farmer means kisan, जो ज़मीन पे काम करता है. So he takes a loan at the rate of rupees 8,400 and at the simple interest of 7.1/2% per annum. Means he has to pay 7.5% per annum at the rate of interest. So our principal is given, our rate of interest is given. Now after what time? Now question is asking time. Will he have to pay 10,920 to clear the debt? Amount here is given. After few years, what is the time? That is not mentioned in the question. Question is asking for the time. But he has to pay 10,920 so that he need to clear his debt. The question is asking for the time. And we know to calculate the time, we need simple interest, we need principal, and we need rate. So everything is given in the question. Our principal is given, our simple interest is given, as well as our time is given. Sorry, we have to find out the time. The principal is given, rate is given, amount is given. So here, what we have to find out? We have to find out the simple interest, because simple interest is not mentioned in the question. And we know how to calculate the simple interest. To calculate the simple interest, our formula will be amount is to be subtracted with principal. When amount is to be subtracted with the principal, you will come to know what is your simple interest. To find out the simple interest, we have the another formula. Amount is to be subtracted with the principal. Amount is given in the equation, principal is given in the equation. Right? Now here we need not to use that formula. We can use this formula to find out the simple interest, because amount when subtracted with the principal, we get what is our simple interest. Here we need to find out the time. To find out the time, we need simple interest, and in the question it is not mentioned what is our simple interest. So let's do it. This is question number 7 of exercise 5. Now what is given in the equation? Our principal is given, which is equivalent to rupees 8,400. Our amount is given, which is equivalent to 10,920. Also, what is given in the question? Our rate of interest is given, which is equivalent to 7.5% per annum, which will be equivalent to, this is in the mixed form, 7 to 14 plus 1 15 upon 2% per annum. Now first, to find out the time, we need to find out the simple interest. So therefore, simple interest is equivalent to amount minus principal, which is equivalent to, what is our amount? That is equivalent to 10,920. And what is our principal, which is equivalent to 8,400. So after subtracting them, you will come to know what is your interest, which is equivalent to 2,520. It means our simple interest at the rate of this will become 2520. Now this is our simple interest. Now question is asking for the time, and to find out the time, what formula is 100 multiplied by simple interest upon principal multiplied by rate, which is equivalent to our simple interest, that is equivalent to 2520, our simple interest which is equivalent to, sorry, our first is it is 100, the same thing, our principal which is equivalent to 8400, and our rate which is equivalent to 15 upon 2, which is equivalent to 2520 multiplied by 100, reciprocate it, it will here 8400 upon 15. After calculating these, you will get your answer, which is equivalent to 15,168. 15,168, and this is equivalent to 1 or 2, 2 4 or 8, 2 2 or 4. After that you will do the cancellation of 41, and here comes 4. What I'm doing simple the cancellation here. After this you will get what is your time, which is equivalent to 4 years. So after calculating all the figures, I find only 4 here. So it means the time is equivalent to 4 years. Means he has to clear its debt after 4 years, and after 4 years the amount will be equivalent to 10,920, and the original money was 8,400 at the rate of 15 upon 2, means after 4 years he need to clear his debt. So hence time is equivalent to 4 years, which is the answer of the question. Now we have to do only 2 questions. This will be the end of this exercise. Question number 9. In question number 9, it's saying that a man took a loan of rupees 6 lakh from his friend at the simple interest of 9% per annum. We have a person in the question who took a loan of rupees 6 lakh, 6 lakh रुपए का लोन ले रहा है, and at the simple interest of 9% per annum, he has to pay 9% per annum on the principal, which is equivalent to 6 lakh. But what is he doing? At the end of 3 years, after 3 years, time is given, he cleared his debt by paying 3 lakh, and after that the rest of the money that he is giving, instead of that he is giving his flat to clear his debt. 6 lakh rupees is the loan at the rate of 9% per annum, but after 3 years he is just paying 3 lakh rupees instead of 6, and to clear the rest of the money he is giving his flat. Now the question is asking, what is the price of the flat? He is taking the 6 lakh rupees, only 3 lakh he is paying in terms of cash, but the rest of the 3 lakhs plus the interest on 3 years he has to pay. Means whatever is the price of the flat, it should be the more than 3 lakh. जो भी कीमत फ्लैट की होगी वो तो एक तो 3 लाख, क्योंकि 3 लाख ये पे कर रहा है कैश में, एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द 3 lakhs प्लस 3 सालों का सिंपल इंटरेस्ट. It means the price of the flat should be more than 3 lakh. Now question is asking, find the price of the flat. Things which are given in the question or principle. Question number 9. Our principal is given, which is equivalent to 6 lakh. What else is given? Rate, which is equivalent to 9% per annum. Next, our time, which is equivalent to 3 years. First, we calculate the simple interest, how much extra money he has to pay after 3 years. So, which is equivalent to, simple interest is equivalent to principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time upon 100. If amount was given, so we have to subtract it with the principal. But amount is not given, so we are going to use this formula to find out the simple interest, which is equivalent to P is over 6 lakh or principal. Okay, rate is equivalent to 9 and time is equivalent to 3 upon 100. These two zeros and these two zeros are cancelled out. So we have here 6,000 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 3. After multiplying all the 3 digits, you will come to know what is your interest, which is equivalent to 1,62,000. Means he has to pay the extra money, which is equivalent to 1,62,000. But what he is doing, among 3 lakh, he is paying just 3 lakh. 6 lakhs में से खाली वो 3 लाख रुपए पे कर रहा है. And rest of the money he is paying as a flat. Means rest of the money he is giving the flat as well as he has to pay the simple interest. Now the question is asking what is the price of the flat. So to find out the price of the flat, what we are going to do? Now, first come to know what will be its amount. Now amount is equivalent to principal plus simple interest, which is equivalent to, or principal is equivalent to 6 lakh or simple interest is equivalent to 1,62,000, which is equivalent to 7,62,000. Means at the end of 3 years, the amount will be equivalent to 7,62,000. But what he is doing, he is giving only 3 lakh and rest of the money is the price of the flat. So therefore, price of the flat is equivalent to 7,62,000 minus 3 lakh, because he is paying 3 lakh in cash. After subtracting, you will come to know what is the price of the flat. Means the price of the flat will be equivalent to 4,62,000. So hence the price of the flat is equivalent to rupees 4,62,000. And this is the answer of this question. Take the snapshot. We are moving towards the next question. The final question, the last question. Question number 11. It's saying that find the time in which the sum of money get doubled at the interest rate of 8% per annum. Again, the question is asking for the time. Now, here nothing is given, only rate of interest is given, that is 8% per annum. Now, our principal is not given, our amount is not given. The only thing is given that we have rate of interest which is equal to 8%. But whatever is the principal, it get doubled. Means our amount, for example, if I am taking the principal is equal to 100, it will get doubled after a certain period. That means 100 when double, it is equivalent to 200. So if I take 100 as a principal, so it get double, it means our amount will be equivalent to 200. Or it means our simple interest is equivalent to 200 minus 100, which is equivalent to 100. So I'm doing the supposition here to find out my time, because question is asking for the time. So let suppose that our principal will be equivalent to, let this principal be rupees 100. I'm supposing here that my principal, my original money, is equivalent to rupees 100. Question is saying that whatever is the principal, it get doubled, means our amount will be equivalent to 100 multiplied by 2, which is equivalent to rupees 200 as given in the question. So therefore, our simple interest will be equivalent to amount minus principal, which is equivalent to, our amount is now equivalent to 200 as per this position, and our principal, which is equivalent to 200. It means our interest is equivalent to rupees 100. Now question is asking for the time. Now time is equivalent to simple interest, or 100 multiplied by simple interest upon principal multiplied by rate as per the formula, which is equivalent to 100 multiplied by simple interest, which is equal to 100, upon principal, which is also equivalent to 100, multiplied by rate, which is equivalent to 8 as it is given in the question, that is equivalent to 8% per annum. So 100 and 100 will be cancelled out. 4 2 are 8, 4 25. So after here we get 25 upon 2, when 25 is to be divided with 2, which is equivalent to 1 upon 2 years. Okay, sorry. 12 1 upon 2, sorry. So our answer is equivalent to 12 1 upon 2 years. So this was the end of this exercise as well as this topic. So hence time is equivalent to 12 1 upon 2 years. So this was the end of this exercise. I hope you all get these questions very well, and you are supposed to do the rest of the parts by yourself. Till then, wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.